All right. Let me quickly go into a Dlrympl. Can't remember the full name of the title because this I recorded the first. This is one to three of Dlrympl. I recorded the first two and I couldn't remember it until I started reading the third one. The first one is sort of like it's talking about a book for young men of like how to get ahead in the world, sort of that kind of a book, a useful book. I think I'm gonna have to go back and reread that. The second one centers in on a young man, Dlrympl, who has been at the war, been feted as a hero, and is now at home. And after a couple of months, realizes, oh shit, I do need to get a job. But all the promises that were made to him kind of fade, and these are hard economic times apparently. And he does finally get a job at a stock company. Begs for a job at a stock company. That's the end of the thing, and it's a real low thing. But the guy says, oh yeah, after a couple of months maybe we'll get you on the road, we'll see how you work out. But then a couple of months go by, he's got a lackadaisical Charlie Moore lackadaisical co-worker who's just like, I've been here forever. They just strangle that in front of you. I'm gonna leave this job, which he doesn't. And he started at 35. Charlie Moore, who's been there for 35 bucks a week. Charlie Moore, who's been there for 4 years, is at up to 60, and they're showing no signs of thing. He asks for a raise. He asks, like, when am I going to think? Oh, we'll see about it. We'll see about it. He's in with the accountant dropping off figures when he happens to spot in a book that one of the cousins or friends of the owner, he was in the stockroom for a short amount of time and then quickly promoted up the ladder. And it's like, oh, I don't have any connections, I'm just going to be stuck here. And he feels, he goes for a walk, and it's like basically like, shit, I've swallowed all the bromides of like, we should be faithful, we should be honest, and all this stuff, and it's gotten me nowhere. And he looks at people who are not being faithful or honest, like his boss and Charlie Moore, and it's like, what they're doing, and he decides, well, then I should just take what I want. What do I need at the moment? I need money for my thing. So he puts on a mask and he robs somebody, which is sort of a very kind of a straightforward thing of evil. Robbers, actually, someone who's just a simple bald-faced thief actually strikes me as the least imaginative of somebody who's going to get ahead in the world. Somebody who gets ahead in the world will just backstab people very illegally, and make lots of money that way. So that is that's my thoughts so far on the first three sections of Dlrympl. I should see what I should do. Dlrympl Goes Wrong is the name of the story. Yes, and I guess yes, Dlrympl is going wrong. But there is something in there about I can see this is the kind of the Gatsby thing of the American dream of like, oh, you work hard and you press ahead and you'll get ahead. Whereas Dlrympl is learning, no, it's not about working hard and being faithful and true. It's about who you know. It's about it's about taking what you want. Is the actual it's capitalist system, but it's also kind of cronyistic. It's like the whole thing of Americans thinking like, oh, it's all upward mobility, it doesn't matter where you were born. It's like, no, it does matter where you were born, because that's going to give you all those legs up against people who did not have your advantages. If you're born to a wealthy family and you get a great education and you get introduced to the right people, you are going to do well in this world, in a way that somebody who didn't get an education, didn't get introduced to, doesn't know this Mr. Macy here who owns this company. If you're not related to him, you're not going to get up in his company. So yeah, that's Dlrympl Goes Wrong. See, I got the title now. All right, more videos later.